Hi guys, in this video we will analyze the main similarities and differences between the most common punctuation marks in English and Spanish.
Comma. This punctuation element provides a brief pause in a sentence. To make a list, its use is the same in both English and Spanish. However, in English, commas are placed before the conjunction, and in Spanish, they are not. For example, I need to go to the supermarket to buy fruit, vegetables, meat, and a bottle of milk.
Semicolon. The semicolon is used to separate two ideas as if they were different sentences. In both English and Spanish, the semicolon is used to separate sentences that are closely related. She loves reading. Her favorite book is Pride and Prejudice.
Quotation marks. Quotation marks are basically used in English in the same way they are used in Spanish, to quote a literal phrase or comment from another person. Then John said, "Please come here." To name the title of a book, movie. Have you seen the last season of Game of Thrones?
Colon. The main use of colon is to enumerate a list in both English and Spanish. For example, we saw all of Paris attraction, the Eiffel Tower, the Champs-Élysées, and the Louvre, but also they introduce a quote. In the words of Marco Polo, the man who travels alone travels furthest.
Apostrophe. In English, the apostrophe is used for several purposes such as indicating possession. For example, John's car. It is also used to form a contraction, for example, its. On the other hand, in Spanish, the apostrophe is used at the end of the word and on the letter we want to remove. Vamos para arriba.
Exclamation marks. In both English and Spanish, they have the same use to show surprise. But in English, the exclamation mark is used only at the end of a sentence, unlike in Spanish, where it is used at the beginning and at the end of a sentence. For example, "Wow, that's amazing." Wow, es increíble.
Question mark. Have similar use in English and Spanish, but the difference is that in English, the question mark is placed at the end of a direct or indirect interrogative sentence to indicate that there is a question. For example, "Are you coming?" And in Spanish, the question mark is placed at the beginning and at the end of a sentence.
Ellipsis. The three dots are placed at the end of a word and signify that what you want to say continues in the next line or is not finished. It is left in suspense. In both languages, it is used to indicate an incomplete or implicit idea. Example, he said he would be there at 9, but...
Parentheses. In both English and Spanish, parentheses are used to express complementary or clarifying information. For example, Barack Obama, the former US president, was present at the opening ceremony.
Period. The period in both English and Spanish can be used for two purposes. The full stop. It is used to separate two sentences within the same paragraph. For example, "The music is very loud, please turn it down." The new paragraph. It is used to separate a sentence from the following paragraph. For example, Madame Piquet recognized the person the following day. They were contacted by the police.
Hyphen. A hyphen joins two or more words together with the intention of avoiding ambiguity or confusion. For example, post-colonial like great-grandmothers, son-in-law, and foreign language students, and it is also used to write compound figures like 51 or 89.
En dash in English, it is used to indicate an interval or range of values. For example, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 10, 20%, Monday, Friday, page 99, 121. In Spanish, it is only used for what we all know it for to use it as the subtraction sign in mathematics.
M dash. In English, is used to include explanatory sentence or elements with punctuating information. Example, she was the first friend, the only friend who offered her unconditional help. In Spanish, it is used with incisors and also indicates the intervention of a character as well as the narrator's comments in an intervention.
That's all about English and Spanish punctuation.